Today, I would like you to have a pen and paper handy and go ahead and start drawing Africa, Asia, Indonesia, Australia, and basically what we're going to try and capture here is how El-Nino works. So go ahead, and I'm going to start right now. Because El-Nino is going to have an effect on a number of areas around the world besides just affecting North and South America. There's a number of patterns that scientists recognize happen when El-Nino hits. I should probably adjust this a little bit, make it somewhat a little bit more accurate. So there are patterns that scientists recognize that happen in the world when El-Nino hits. And I'm going to try and show you one of those patterns that was recognized, or the things that are going on around the world in 1982 during the El-Nino and 1983 El-Nino. The 1982 and 83 El-Nino. Let's get Korea. And I apologize if I leave a number of other areas out of this map, because right now the important areas are Africa, India. Well, let's not forget Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka gets hit by the El Nino as well. And then there are the Indonesian islands that get hit. They go through a time period of drought. Scientists were trying to develop a way to predict monsoons when they came up with these ways and observations that they realized about El Nino. Whenever the El Nino event happens, we're going to need a bigger canvas size. Let's double it. 2440. We're definitely going to need Australia, because Australia will be hit with a drought as well. And again, I apologize if I leave out some of your beloved homes and countries, because right now the main point in this exercise are the effects of El Nino. And North America is going to be important for this as well. South America will be affected. Mexico will be affected. Alright. And a number of other areas southeastern in the United States. Let's make our key. That way we know what we're reading. We're going to need 4 colors. I'm going to go and select, let's go with dark orange. And orange, I'm going to use to indicate areas of drought. And I will use a text for that. Areas of drought. I'm going to use blue to indicate areas of flooding. Let's use this light purple color. And this is going to indicate areas where abnormally warm sea surface temperatures. And then one more color. I'm going to use red. Red's a good color to indicate for warm or low pressure. And red's going to indicate abnormally very warm sea surface temperatures. All right. So a number of areas that experience drought around the world are going to be Africa, the southern portion of the continent of Africa. India is going to experience some drought. Of course, drought in some of those areas of India would be 150 inches of rain. Sri Lanka will experience drought. A number of these Indonesian islands will experience drought. Of course, New Guinea will also experience some drought. Australia. So you can see, you should be able to start to see a huge impact of El-Nino on a number of these continents. In addition, Oops. Whoa. That's no. There we go. Alright, all is right in the world again. And of course, Mexico is going to experience drought as well. And Central America. Alright, now areas of flooding. Areas over here in the United States will experience some flooding. And the areas over here will experience some flooding. Forgot to mention Havana will experience some flooding. Areas of South America. And it looks like areas of Uruguay and Brazil will experience some flooding. Perhaps Paraguay. And now, areas where we experience abnormally warm sea surface temperatures. They occur around here. Actually, it's probably important to show you guys where the equator is. We'll do that real quick. Of course, everything's not perfect on here, but there's my equator. Not the straightest of lines you'll ever see, but that's okay for this exercise. So these warm ocean currents will float towards South America. Of course, there's going to be a couple pockets where we've noticed some of these warm ocean currents, abnormally warm. And looks like there's got another pocket down here in South America. And now, our abnormally very warm ocean currents. How warm? I am not exactly sure, because the publishers who write these textbooks thought that wasn't important information for us to have. And here are abnormally very warm. So we just got to get used to saying, well, the areas where we have abnormally very warm currents, or not necessarily currents, but waters, and then somehow we're supposed to know what that means. So these are the waters that are moving towards South America. So this is what the impact of El Nino looks like from the 1982 to 1983. El Nino. It's typically used. I mean, El Nino is Spanish for the boy, and it typically occurs in around Christmas time, and this affects a number of places in North and South America. Uh, we'll notice even more extreme tornadoes, floods, and the effects of an El Nino can actually kill a number of people. And this is what El Nino, this is an example of the number of places that El Nino can impact in the world. Okay. Please stay tuned for the next video lecture. Now I'm going to show what exactly El Nino looks like.